Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome back to RollerCoaster Tycoon 3. Let's check and see how we're doing on our goals. Now, I already know I haven't done anything about repaying my $10,000 loan. I mean, what I'm trying to do is get the park more successful so we have the money to do it. But right now, we only have $5,000 total. As far as improving the value of the park, we're up to 35, almost 36. And so that's been steadily climbing. We had to hit 25 to achieve the lower level goals. I think it's called Apprentice. So we're getting there on that. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the clock a little bit, I think, because I want to see what effect what we've done, what we've done so far. I want to see what effect that's had. Right now, I'm just kind of scanning the park. Looks like, despite my attempts to define the janitors to a smaller area, there's still a lot of litter here on the ground. Yeah, see, and there's more here. So that's not good. Man, then over here, there's a ton. So I don't know if I've given them too big of an area. For each one. That is possible. Do I need 4 janitors and then kind of redistribute? Yeah, that kind of sucks. Our park rating has improved a lot. I mean, we were at 25 and now we're at 463. So there's no question we're getting there. And the litter score has improved. It's just still, I would say we have definite room for improvement. So maybe what I'll do is let's come in here and go, okay, for janitor 1, what does this look like? I actually have a little bit of a hard, oh wait, I just did that wrong. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to determine, I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. So, I think what I should do is I want to kind of rationalize that part a little bit better. But maybe I just leave him with this. This doesn't necessarily seem like it's quite enough to me. Okay, so what if I do this? What if I give him a bit of that and we leave him there? And then we'll go to janitor 2. And actually, I suppose it's really janitor 3 I want first. So I just gave that other guy, this area, so I'm going to just pull him off. Okay, there we go. So I shortened up what he's responsible for. And I don't think this area was all that bad to begin with. And it's hard to tell when it's like this. Let me turn that off. Yeah, I think his area is okay. Okay. Fair enough. So let's go to janitor 2 because I think this is maybe where I'm having a little bit more trouble. And this guy is just not cleaning up over there like I want him to. So let's do this. I'm gonna get this out of his zone. And I'll be honest, I don't necessarily feel like I should need 4 janitors, but I'm going to go ahead and do it, I guess. Okay, I'm going to just leave it like this. Man, that seems really weak. Okay. And then we'll hire a 4th janitor, as much as, again, I question the wisdom. Oh. Crap. Okay. I just hired a second mechanic. That wasn't what I intended to do. but it might actually still be correct. Okay, so you clean up this area. Yeah, there's no, actually, I think I'm going to change how this pathing works and create a little cross thing there because it's more efficient not only for my janitor, but for, you know, my patrons as well. So let's go ahead. We'll kind of pre-map that. And we'll just come right down the middle. And then before I forget, let's not do anything else. Let's just do the exact same thing. Okay. So now, I mean, my goodness, that should definitely clear up any issues I have. As far as my mechanics go, I think for the moment I'm going to leave them alone, and I will keep 2 because I really don't want stuff breaking down. I may have to break them where they're responsible for a particular part of the park as well. But with only 2, I worry a little bit about that. Steakhouse 1. Okay. So they were telling me it was still broken, but now it's fixed. Okay, mechanic 1 has quit. That's interesting. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Why don't I go to the guy that I just hired? And maybe we'll give him some training. I'm going to go ahead and rename him Mechanic 1. And then, let's see. It's going to cost me $50, but that's okay. Because we want to keep this guy, you know? And I'll probably want to hire another one, but for the moment, we're going to just give this a go. So it looks like the litter and vomit score is actually moving up. Oh, I see. My mechanic needs to get his butt over here. Let's actually give him a lift. Because training doesn't mean you get teleportation. So he can... dude, it's right here. And it's broken. There he goes. Okay. Yeah, we don't want these rides broken, man. I need more money. However, we were at 5,000 when I started recording, and we're actually moving up. So that's a good thing to see. Yeah, I hate to say it. I don't think one mechanic is enough. And the more thrill rides I build, the more that's true. So I think I will go ahead and just hire a second one. So there we go. And let me rename that too. It just seems silly having mechanic 3 when you don't have a mechanic 2. Fair enough. So here's the question. What do I want to do now? The only way to repay the loan is just to build up money. Now, how's my value doing? Yeah, it keeps inching up. I think I need to build more attractions is really the answer. We are at least getting some decent profit each month. That is nice to see. But it's nothing, you know, crazy. I mean, a few $100s a month. So at that rate, it would take us a really long time to repay the loan. One thing we could do is I could just make like a payment against it. So we'll pay $2,000. That'll lower my interest, which won't save me much, like maybe 11, 12 bucks a month. But hey, you know, every little bit. And we do have the money. The other thing is, as I said, we probably just want to start building more stuff. I do have a decent amount of room over here. The question is, do we want to build a bunch of small rides, or would I be better off to build something like another roller coaster? Can I don't know where Root Beer 1 is. It's not there. It's probably over here somewhere. It's blueberry juice. Yeah, see, this park is designed in such a way, it's actually really hard to find a lot of stuff. All right, it's been fixed. I don't need to worry about it. And our park rating keeps going up. I mean, we're up at 685 now. And my number of guests is really climbing too. That's going to help my profitability, I think. I'm not paying that much for a small bag of candy, so I may have overpriced this just a bit. All right. I will grudgingly lower the price, and I'll make it up on toilet entry fees. You cheap bastards are going to pay somehow. I promise you that. We still have a little litter over here. Okay, let's think about building more attractions. I think that is pretty much where we're at now. We've kind of built up some of our infrastructure. And I am thinking that maybe something that's not an absolute thrill ride would not be bad. So a Wild West show, that's not terrible. Let's go ahead. We'll kind of push it off the path a little bit. So, you know, we don't take up too much room. I'll put that here. And I'll put this here. And let's lay down a path like we always do. That's what I wanted. Before I go any further with that, let's do the ride queue. Okay, that's plenty. At least I'm pretty sure it's going to be plenty. Well, I could have lined that up just a little bit better. And we'll go ahead and open it. What's the rating on this thing? Oh, okay, there we go. 2.9. So we don't want a huge price tag on this thing. I'll go ahead and put it at $2 and see how that goes. That's probably the next thing I should do, is just check the pricing on pretty much everything. That will take some time. I almost wonder if I should do that off camera because it could get a little tedious. I want to go again. You know, I kind of feel, well, the excitement rating isn't great on this. But the queue is so long. I'm going to bump the price just a little bit. How about over here? Actually, this queue is pretty long as well. I need to get the actual ride selected to do what I want. And for some reason, there we go. Anyway, yeah, it's a really good value. All right, let's make it less of a really good value. I'm going to push it to $6.50. I mean, this is just free money as long as you don't go too far with it. And I think this is underpriced as well. So I'm going to push that up to $2.50. And yeah, see, we have a pretty long line there. I feel okay doing that. Now, this is not really a thing. Yeah, and then we have all this crap. No one is apparently buying my raccoon hats. So they think the burgers are a really good value. Let's go ahead and I'll just push each one up a dime, I think. I don't want to get carried away and make it where, you know, people think it's a bad value, and it's really easy to cross that line. All right, this one's making money. I think I'll leave well enough alone. Wow, this one's making a lot of money, and yet they say it's still a good value, so I'll go ahead and just bump that up a little bit. Did I do these? I think I did these. No, I don't remember Indian feather. But I think I'm going to leave that alone. And this is supposed to be a really good value, so okay, I'll push it up a bit more. And let me, anytime I notice that these aren't synchronized, I'm going to make it where they are. Because it just makes it so much easier if you build more, that you don't have to go into each and every one. Okay. I think we are good. I'm up over 4,000 in cash. My rating is really climbing, and we're up, like, we have almost 50% more visitors than we did when I started. So that is definitely going to help me out as far as my park value and my profits and all that crap. Let me just check. I'm curious to see whether this has moved. Yeah, not a lot. We're only up to 38 grand. I won an award for best toilets, best Western scenery. Lots of people are thirsty. See, he keeps telling me stuff like that, and then I'll go and check, and like this one, we haven't sold anything. And this one isn't selling anything. So maybe these are just very poorly placed. I thought it would be good because it's near a popular attraction. But it doesn't seem like it's really working that way. So maybe we need more drinks, but we don't need them there. Yeah, that's possible. Okay, well, how is my Wild West show doing? It's making a very, very small profit. My raccoon hats are too cheap, but I wasn't really selling any of them. Yeah, so far, that's not really drawing people, but it is still early. So, I wonder if more scenery would help. Either on this path or just the park in general. I really don't know. Now, I could try building thrill rides that don't have a Western theme. Like, I don't think Pounding Surf is a Western theme. I could build Lasso. Alright, we'll do this. I might as well. I mean, you know, I want to get this place going. So, let's get the show on the road. I'm just debating exactly where I want to put this. It kind of seems like bad theme park management to just have them be right on top of each other. And yet, by the same token, you know, I have so little space to work with. It kind of feels like a good idea to have them be on top of each other. Okay, I think that's probably a long enough line, but I'll build it out one more. And then what we'll do is just something like that. Nice and simple. And go ahead and just fire this bad boy up. Let's see, what kind of excitement rating do we have? You know, not horrible. So I'm going to boost this up to like $3. And I'm not going to know whether that's too high until we get some people over there. Oh, wait a second. I must have done something wrong. No, there we go. Okay, forget what I was saying. It's fine. There is no mechanic nearby for runaway train. Okay, well, I tell you what, we can fix that. Let me go to rides. Actually, park management, attractions. Which one is runaway train? Crap. All right, where's the tool that centers it on the camera? I think it's this one. Okay, it's the big, I can never remember which attraction is which just from the name. So it's the big one in the middle of the park. And all we need to do now is go to staff, grab a mechanic, pick him up, drop him right here, and tell him to get his lazy butt to work, pretty much. So that'll be fixed soon, which is good because that thing is really a big part of what makes me money here. So I think we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. I'm just going to take one last look at our finances. We're really close now to bursting the $50,000 park value and achieving that goal. The park is profitable and it's getting more profitable. The months that have red, if you notice, that's where I did construction. So, you know, I would have made like $400 or something like that. Here, I guess over 400, and I made 500 in March. Before we had managed to get up to about 3. So all of this is helping. It is. And I still have $4,000, you know, even after we did the construction and all that. So, but I think these long lines are telling me a story, and what that really comes down to is we need more attractions. We need more things for our visitors to do. So we will try to make that happen in our next installment. But that is all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.